welcome to what I hope is going to be a chill, productive, but also relaxed weekend reading vlog. I'm Ruby and I'm glad you're here, and this is my weekend. So I am first and foremost gonna finish a book. I've been working on a couple of books for a long time and it's sort of clogging up my currently reading list, and I'm starting to feel bogged down by that. So hopefully gonna be finishing something soon and then I can talk to you about that. This weekend I don't have anything planned, so I'm hoping to get a lot of reading done, but I also have some writing to get done. I am going back to school right now. I'm pursuing a master's degree. I haven't really talked about it on the channel so far. I'm sure I will eventually, but for now, I am enjoying enforcing a little bit of like work-life, school balance, because I don't have any of that really. So these videos are one of the only places I feel like capable of drawing a line. So you're gonna see me working on stuff, but I'm not gonna talk about it. So the first thing I wanted to tackle this weekend was finishing Love in the Time of Cholera, because that's been on my currently reading list for a long time, and I want to complete something, you know what I mean? So that is one of my first priorities, because it's also something that I think will take the least amount of time. And then I'll talk to you more about the other books that I'm reading as I get there. But for now, it is me and Gabriel Garcia Marquez and Edith Grossman, who translated his book into English. So that's kind of the lay of the land from where I'm standing. So yeah, just sit back, enjoy whatever lo-fi tunes I have thoughtfully picked out for you, and let's just gently do some things. Okay, so I have finished book. I finished Love in the Time of Cholera, and that was something. I'm honestly still not totally sure about my feelings on the book or how to talk about it. I don't know how to talk about it. I'm still processing, okay? So let's just leave it at that. I'm braiding my hair so that I can go to sleep and not, I don't know, have it be in my face while I'm sleeping. I don't know if you've heard of it. Anyway, tonight, we needed a couple things for dinner, so we ended up going, me and Connor, on a little outing. We went to, these things are all like right next to each other, so we went first to Staples because I needed to get some office supplies, and then we went to this like Asian grocery store, which is right next to the Staples, and we got a bunch of goodies, including the things that we needed for dinner. And then we went to a used bookstore where I looked at a lot of things. The only thing that we ended up getting was a book that I had been like kind of thinking about wanting to read this series, and I had just been talking to Connor about it. So then we were browsing at these bookstore, just a brief browse, okay? Although it was kind of like, it was busy in there. Like it was like date night. There was a lot of hand holding, which is adorable. But I was looking at the book and I was like, oh, like, remember I was telling you about this, Connor? Connor was like, oh yeah. And then Connor was like, okay, so like, well, we should get this. It sounds good. And I was like, no, like, it's a huge book. Like, I'll just get it from the library, whatever. And then Connor was like, reading the back. I was like, oh no, like, I want to read this too. And I was like, oh, okay. So we got the first book in the expansion series by S.A. Corey, I think, which is like a big sci-fi series, but I see it recommended a lot on Reddit when people are like looking for a series that is long and also good. So can't wait to find out if that's true. I don't know when I'm gonna read it, but anyway, yeah, that's a little book haul for you. Sorry I'm not holding the book. I don't have any hands to spare right now. I'm not going to be reading that right now, though. I'm going to be, probably when I'm tucking myself in a minute, I'm going to be reading This Could All Be Different, I think, by Sarah Matthews something. God, I'm sorry. Whatever, I'll put the cover on. Which I'm reading right now. And it's about like a young-ish woman in Milwaukee. She has like a weird like corporate job and she's just like trying to live her life. That's like maybe the worst synopsis ever. But yeah, I don't know what to say about it. I am enjoying it just fine for now, so hopefully reading it this evening will give me some stronger feelings one way or the other. And then tomorrow we'll see. Okay, I'm just about to leave the coffee shop I was working at this morning. It's Sunday. I got up pretty early for a Sunday. Me and Connor came to a coffee shop and Connor was reading and we had some banana bread and I worked on an assignment that I have been working on. And Connor went home a while ago, but I stayed to keep trying to get some work done until I started to feel like I was no longer making any progress. So that's how I feel now. So I'm gonna go home. There are 2 month-long readathons happening this month that I'm sort of participating in. One of them is the Sims readathon, the other is the Heartstopper readathon. And I'm sort of just gonna take stock of all of the books I read in February at the end of the month and see what I can cross off for the Heartstopper readathon. I didn't make myself a strong TBR or anything, but I have been trying to fulfill all the Sims readathon prompts, and the last 2 books that I finished didn't fulfill any prompts for that, so that's annoying. But I'm reading a book right now that takes place in Milwaukee, and that will be my urban setting prompt. And I'm reading The Year of the Monkey, which will be my pets prompt because I had my dog pick which book I was gonna read and he picked that one. So those are the 2 books that I'm working on and that's why I'm reading them. All right, let's go home. I'm so hungry. Okay, hi. Basically, since I left the coffee shop this morning, I have just been working, and I did take a break at one point to read a little bit because I just needed to sort of step away from the assignment I've been working on so that I could come back and do some editing. I just like needed a little space, you know? And I was reading Year of the Monkey by Patti Smith. I wish I had that with me right now, but I'm not gonna get up. It is a memoir. I guess, what does Patti Smith write besides memoirs and poetry? And even her memoirs are kind of poetry. But it's about just a time in her life and some like journeys that she was going on. But it's all sort of written as though it's kind of a fever dream. There's a lot of dream references, and there is like a lot of dream, I don't know. It's just like, it's not totally based in reality, the way that she's writing the narrative. Sort of fantastic things keep happening. And it's all very interesting. And I just think a lot of that has to do with how her mind works, because it's something that has been present in a lot of her other writing, especially in, I think, Devotions and even Wool Gathering. Both of those really expressed the way that she sort of just like picks up things and carries them around in her brain and then puts them down. And I don't know, she seems so in tune with coincidence, and I love that. So I like reading this book, but it's not my favorite of her works that I've read so far, but I am interested. It has a lot of photos in it, which I really like. So that was nice, but I did only read a couple of pages before I fell asleep. So yeah, I am tired and I am a little bit stressed, but not too bad. It's not too bad. So I feel like I want to read Leviathan Wakes right now, which is the book that I got last night. It's a huge science fiction book. I want to just like read a whole book right now. I just want to like devour something. But I've been reading just like bits and pieces for like most of this year. I've only read like one book like quickly and like with focus, and that was when I read Mortal Follies in like 5 days, which still was like, 5 days. It wasn't like I was not reading anything else either, because I was still taking time to read other books in between that. Whatever. I am constantly fighting with myself about like how many books I can read at a time, because I want to devour like one book and then move on to the next thing, but I can never stop there. Ugh. This is not a problem. This is like not a real problem. I'm just turning it into a problem. So I'm gonna go take my walk, because that's what the walk is for, smoothing out the non-problem problems. Hi, I never wrapped up this vlog like at the time, so now it's like a few days later and I'm gonna tell you what happened. So I actually didn't finish anything on Sunday, but on Monday I did finish The Year of the Monkey by Patti Smith, and that was felt good. Again, felt good to finish something. So I felt like maybe I had opened up some space for myself to devour something. I don't know. The other thing I can say about like what was going on over the weekend is that I'm probably gonna DNF the other book that I was reading, All This Could Be Different. I'm just not enjoying reading it, not because it's bad, it's just not like really, it's not giving me anything. I need to be reading something that I like love, so I'm gonna keep trying to find that. But yeah, that was my kind of chill, kind of nothing little weekend. Thanks for spending some time with me. I hope you liked it. And I hope that I'll see you back here sometime soon for another video.